G'day guys, today we're going to put a baseball pitcher into this iPad with Steve Jobs. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to the top here, the crop tool, and what we're going to do before we do anything else, sample the background which is black, and hit the crop tool and make it wider so we can put our baseball guy in there. Yeah, that's good, that's what we want. Now we're going to get this baseball catcher or pitcher, and we're going to go select all and drag and drop it into the Steve Jobs one. And the transformation box, we're going to bring it down in size and a little bit further down, and we're just going to bring the opacity, bring that down a bit so we can see what we're dealing with here, what we're working with. Make it a little bit more realistic. So it's down with the size. I'm going to put it onto the same angle as the iPad on the bottom there. That's the best way. I know we're going to put it inside the actual iPad, but anyway, that's fine. We're just getting the right angle at this stage. That's good. That's what we want. Now we'll put the opacity back up. Turn the background off. And this one, what we're going to do, just going to zoom in to see what it's like. Okay, we've got a good resolution there, so it's pretty good. Now, I'm just going to use lasso tool, go around the ball. I'm going to cut that out and repaste it and put it in later on. So go back to the picture of the baseball pitcher guy, and what we're going to do, we're going to duplicate that layer. Right click the layer and duplicate layer. Okay. Turn the background off. Now get this one again. Now on the left hand side, we're going to go to the quick selection tool, and we're going to go to select subject. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want the right hand side of him to have nothing around it. So it's going to go to hit the mask. That's fine. Now we're going to turn the background on. That's looking good at this stage, but what we want to do, we want to fill in the background there with the background of the baseball pitcher. So turn it back on. Now the background one. I'm going to duplicate that. Right click, duplicate. Now drag it over the top of the one with the background of the picture. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to get the lasso tool. I'm going to select around inside the iPad part that we really don't want. So we're going to go from one edge to the other edge like that. Cut. Make sure I've got a good decent one. I'm just going to go again, go further into it because it's all black. That's better. From here to there. I better go back because we took out some of his finger. To there, like that. Now for the, I think for the bottom of the black here, down to there, like that. We should go further, actually go right up to the other end. Doesn't matter if we go over the baseball pitcher because he's going to be back, you see he's still in the image because we've got another layer there with the picture of him. Like that, and we're going to go up to here, to there, a little bit further out, like that. Okay, very broadly, just going to go right around this part here. Delete. Now with Steve Jobs, with his fingers, I mean it's very blurred, but that's fine, we can fix it up later. We're going to hit the mask tool. Well, we've got black selected, nice small brush. Just going to paint inside or outside his fingers, just like that. Now what the mask is doing is masking it all off. Let's see what we're doing with here. Now what we're going to do later on, get that part there with his finger, we're going to make sure that it comes out and covers the picture, the iPad. That's fine, we'll come back to that later. Okay, we're nearly done. A little bit more here. Okay, looking good. Now, with this one, we can turn it off, we can turn it back on, we can see what we're dealing with here. Just going to get rid of that part there, so we've got his finger coming through. That's pretty good. Just going to zoom back out. And that's pretty much what we want. That's really good. Now, with the baseball pitcher, this guy, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the right hand side of the layer, right click it, I'm going to go convert to smart object. I'm going to right click it again and going to go rasterize layer. As you can see around the edges, it's got that white border. I'm going to go up to layer, I'm going to go down to matting and defringe. We want it at 1. Watch what happens to this white background. How good's that? You don't have to go into the fine detail. Alright, now obviously here we can make that sharper, but then again he's moving, so let's leave that at this stage. Now, turning on the baseball, put it about there, and all we're going to do basically, we're just going to go around that. I'll just use the eraser tool, nice and small. Go around it like that, just drawing straight around it, make it nice and smooth and small, cylinder, symmetrical, what you want to call it, circle, sphere, that's the word I was after. Okay, now we zoom back out. It doesn't look that good because the top there, so I'm just going to round it off a bit more. Yeah, that's better. Zoom out, and basically that's how it's done. Now, what I'm going to do here, turn this off and turn it back on, that's fine. Now underneath here, we're going to have it so that we'll put another layer, drag it underneath this one, and I'm going to select the black, I'm going to make a shadow. Get the pen tool, I'm just going to draw over his hand. So it looks like there's a shadow of a figure is actually there and come down like that. Okay, now I'm going to change the opacity, bring that down. So it looks like there's a shadow there. Now, obviously it's a little bit too dark, so we're just going to bring the opacity down a little bit more. And here as well with his fingers, these fingers. We're going to go like this, underneath. And underneath, just like that. So that gives us a bit of a realistic look to it anyway. I'm going to bring the opacity down a little bit more because it looks a bit too dark. And I think that pretty much will do us. Thanks for watching, guys.